Hey guys, it's Liz, and I just have a couple projects to share with you today. I decided to participate in Charity's challenge. Charity is Charity M123 here on YouTube, and right now she is hosting a challenge called the Black Sheep Challenge. She would like you to alter anything you'd like, but you have to use the colors black, white, gray, and if you'd like, you can use teal blue. So, Charity, is a very talented gal. She's still fairly new here on YouTube. She just reached over 100 subscribers, so, she's hosting a challenge to celebrate. And also her birthday's coming up. So if you guys have not checked out Charity's channel, I'm going to put the link below so you guys can go take a look. And hopefully participate in her challenge. It was so much fun. It really was. Because it's something different, and different is good. So anyways, let me share with you what I created. I decided to create or alter a bird cage, and I was inspired by Mama Tiffy, and she makes these beautiful bird cages and stands them on pedestals, and that was my inspiration. I just really love the way that she does that. And so I started off with, just a little bird cage. Let me move this away not to distract you. I'll get to that in a second. But this is basically, the little bird cages that you pick up at Michael's, and this was in the $2 section, and it was all white, and of course I could have left it white for the challenge, but I really wanted to try this sand texture technique on it. Back a few months ago, Jen, who is Oak Tree Vibrations here on YouTube, her and I, we did a swap together, and she sent me this beautiful dresser, and it had this gorgeous bird cage on top of it, and she had done this, a really amazing texture, so I decided to borrow it. So thank you so much, Jen. It came out awesome. I love it. So what I did is I just used the black acrylic paint and a sand mixture, and I actually used a foam brush and also just a regular paintbrush to apply the texture all over the bird cage. And as you can see, some spots don't have a lot of texture, and that's fine. I wanted a really random look. And so, let's see. Let me just kind of show you an overview of the whole thing. And like I said, it was white, and I could have left it white, but I really like the black. I think it just makes it pop so much better than the white would. Okay, so of course the little glass pedestal is from the Dollar Tree, and I just adhered that onto the bird cage with some E6000. The E6000 is strong enough. I know it's not going to go anywhere, so it was absolutely perfect. And the paper collection that I used for this particular piece is by Bo Bunny. Here it is, and it's called Enchanted. And it's all black and white. I've had it for a while and I have not had a chance to use it, so this challenge was perfect opportunity to use these papers. And as you can see, I didn't use a whole lot. I covered the inside of the bottom of the bird cage with one of the pieces of patterned paper, and I like it because it kind of looks like like tile floor. I thought that was cool. It reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, right? I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I just covered the bottom with that. And then what I did is I used the chipboard pieces from the Enchanted collection. This is one of the chipboard pieces, and it's just really pretty. It's like a frame. And I adhered that to the front of the bird cage, and I wanted to basically frame something in the middle. I hadn't decided what. I was just going to do flowers, but then I thought I should do one of my little cherubs, and they're so stinking cute. I love these little guys. Look at them. So he's just made out of plastic, but I did give him a thick coat of gesso. I wanted him to look like stone. And then after that, I used my rock candy crackle to go over him, and that way he gets a lot of little crackles, and it gives him a little bit of sheen. Hope you guys can see that. And then I just lightly went over some of the raised areas of the cherub with some black paint. So there you go. Not black paint, I'm sorry, the black Distress ink, by Tim Holtz, the black soot. And just picks up on some of the little raised areas. So it came out really cute. And then I just added these little rhinestones, one on top and then one on the bottom. These are by Christophe, and I really like them because they're very vibrant, so bright. They're so pretty, and look how nice they shimmer, right? Real cute. And let's see, I forgot to mention the trim that I used, because I actually did do the trim first around the Birdcage. And I used this really pretty trim. Look at this. It's hard to see, but all around the Birdcage. And this is just a piece that I had left over from another project. And this I got at Joann's, and this was almost the perfect size. If you could see, there was maybe like about this much missing, but of course the frame covered it up, so it worked out perfectly. And then right over the trim, I used some of that mesh bling. I really like it. I just cut a little strip off and adhered it to the top. Really neat. Okay, and then to frame my little angel, I just used, a couple of flowers from my stash. And I was really glad that I was able to use the teal blue for this challenge, because I really like the way the teal looks, with the black and the white. I think it's very, it's like a little Tiffany, right? So I really liked it. And for the flowers, these were all white. I painted all of them or colored them with my Lindy Stamking. This one was the Tiffany blue, of course. And this here was inked with the Gorjuss gray. And then I went over all of the flowers with some gesso just to soften the color up a bit. Really like that. And this one actually I did not color. This one was already black and it's for my stash. And there's just gesso on top of it. And then I took my Spellbinder's foliage dies and cut out some leaves out of one of the pattern papers. I inked all the edges of the leaves. And I just tucked that into the flower cluster. The other side is, exactly the same. I just got, a couple flowers. Again, this was the Tiffany Blue by Lindy Stamking. This is the Gorjuss Gray by Lindy Stamking. And then this one was already black. And then some more leaves. And then I took my Martha Stewart punch and I cut out punched out a few butterflies out of the pattern paper. There's one up there, and I just used a little Crystazzy Dazzler thing, rhinestone right in the middle. And there is another butterfly down here, very cute and simple. And then there's one in the back. I didn't want to leave the back plain, so I just added another little butterfly right on there. And let's see, below the chipboard frame, I added another piece from the chipboard collection. This one's just like a little flower. I added another rhinestone in the middle, and I just adhered him on there. And then all around the bottom of the Birdcage, I added this ribbon trim that has these little danglies. And this was again from Joann's. I had I had about a half a yard, so it was enough to cover the bottom of the entire Birdcage. And I like the way these little dangles, just hang there loosely. So it's really pretty. It adds just another element, and it's very elegant, I think. And for the bottom, I didn't want to do anything to the glass pedestal, so I did leave it, glass. I didn't do anything at all. I just added some ribbon here. This ribbon was given to me by Tammy, who is SS Crafter 1 here on YouTube. Thank you so much, Tammy. It was a beautiful ribbon, and it was already a little bit wrinkly, so I just kind of left it the way it was. I created a bow, and I used a brad with a gemstone for the center. I just cut off the prongs and I glued it on there. And then I added more flowers for my stash, again with the Tiffany Blue, Gorjuss Gray. This one was already black. And then I added this little flourish here. This is one of the little chipboard pieces from the Bow Bunny Enchanted collection. I just added that on there. And then as you can see, the ribbon goes all around the pedestal. So it's very cute. This was so simple to make. It only took me about an hour or so, a little bit longer because I had to do the finish on the Birdcage. But I think it came out so cute. Isn't it pretty? And I just love the pops of blue with all the black and the white. So I really hope you like it, Charity. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it. And of course, I love the black and white and gray color combination, that I took it one step further and I decided to make you a card as well. And I created this really pretty card, and I was really excited because I wanted to try this technique where you color your images, like a black and white image. And basically what I did is I just followed a couple of tips on Pinterest. I just, typed in black and white images, how to color them with your Copics, and I just followed a couple of tips, and I colored it myself, and I think it came out pretty cute. I am not, very good with the Copics, but I think following the little tips that they give you, I think I did a fairly good job. And I really like the way the image came out. Isn't it pretty? It's so cute. And of course, that's my Gorjuss girl. I love her. She's so adorable. And so what I did here is, this is a 6x6 card. I started off with the black cardstock, and I used a piece of pattern paper over that. And then I also wanted to do like a lot of layers, but kind of like off-center them, so you could see some of these here. And again, I backed some more pattern paper with black cardstock. This was basically like a rectangle, a little bit smaller than the card. I think it 4.5 by 5, I believe. And I basically used some foam tape in the back to give it dimension, and I attached it at an angle. And then over here, coming this way, is another strip of black cardstock and a piece of pattern paper on top of that. And then this strip just comes down like this. And so it's, you know, a lot of, see if you could see from the back, they kind of like just come out from the sides of the card. So there you go. Very pretty. I like all the layers. And let's see, and then obviously my gorgeous girl, I colored her with my Copics. I basically matted her onto a black cardstock piece, and then I took some stamps, just random stamps and archival ink, and just stamped along the edges of you know, where she was stamped, because it felt too clean, you know what I mean? It was like too white, too much white. And so just for, you know, some more detail, I just added a couple of random stamps along the edges. And then I took this beautiful piece of lace from my stash. It's got like these black sequins. Hope you guys can see that. Very pretty. It's just a small strip here, and then another small strip over here. And of course the gorgeous girl is, there's like 2 layers of foam tape behind her, so she could, you know, stand out. And so it's very dimensional. And then I went and used, you know, flowers from my stash. A couple of them I colored, of course. These little blue ones were, you know, done with the Tiffany blue. These guys were done with the gregarious gray. And then this one was white. This is an I Am Rose's flower. It's like an ivory color, but I just left them white and I attached them there. And let's see, again, here are some spellbinder leaves that I used the pattern paper to cut, and then I inked the edges and I tucked them in my flower cluster. Here's just a little leaf here, and then there's some more down here. This was the leftover ribbon from Tammy. It was just a tiny piece, but I just created a cute little bow, and I attached a brad to the center, and I just tucked them right here at the bottom of the flower cluster. And then this doily I cut out of white cardstock. This is one of the doilies. I think it's called Quick Cuts or something like that. I picked it from Michael's not too long ago, and I really like it. It's really pretty. Yeah, it's got a lot of little details. And I just inked the edges a bit with black, and I adhered them back here right before I attached the little girl on top of this pattern paper, but then right before the gorgeous girl. And then this is some recollections, or not recollections, but you know, from the dollar bin at Michael's. These were like these little bling. They had these a while back. I think I picked up quite a bit of them on clearance. So I just cut it up into little pieces and added some of the blue, and it just adds, you know, just an element of color. So I got that there. Got a couple pieces tucked away over here. There's some down here. And then over here is just a smaller cluster. It's a little white one that I inked with gregarious gray. This one was already blacked. And all my flowers have gesso on top of them, like I said, to tone down the color and then just give them another element, another little detail. Here's another little leaf from the Foliage collection by Spellbinders, and then another piece of bling, turquoise bling. And then over here I just have a little corner piece. This is one of the little filigree corners. I adhered that with some, just a little bit of E6000. And it's really cute. I love my card. I think it came out really, really cute. And I really like the way the images look within the black and white. It's very cool, right? And then what I did is I used some Lindy Stamking, if you can see all that shimmer and scintillating silver, and I sprayed the entire card. I just wanted a little bit more shimmer on there. And it looks really pretty. The inside, I just basically added a piece of cardstock here. This is in turquoise. And then I added a piece of patterned paper on top of that, a black piece of cardstock, and then a white piece of cardstock over that. And this is where I'm going to write my message to Charity. Just very simple inside, but I did want a pop of the turquoise in there, so that's why I added the turquoise cardstock to the inside of it. And that's it. Really, really simple and cute, and it was really so much fun. I mean, I love black, as it is, and I want, it's really fun to try new things, you know what I mean? I've been doing a lot of color lately, and I thought, the black, white, and gray with a little bit of teal blue was a great color combo, and it was a lot of fun working with this, and I love making my birdcage too. So you guys go check out Charity's channel. She's an awesome artist. Like I said, she's still fairly new, so go show her some love, and hopefully you guys can participate in her challenge. It is running until the 25th, and it was a lot of fun, to try something different, and I think they came out pretty, so let me know what you guys think. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye everybody.